Hey, listen, if you're struggling with trying to figure out how to create that one perfect vibe coding prompt for all of your vibe coding apps, look no further. I promise you, in this video, I'm going to show you the technique that I use to generate all of my vibe coding applications with using just one perfect prompt. Okay, so I have a very unique way that I write my prompts for my vibe coding apps. Um, like most of you, I use, or try to use anyway, a single prompt to write my vibe coding apps. But I've found a better way to do that, and that's using this program called AxisGPT. And what AxisGPT is, it allows you to basically query multiple GPTs or LLMs with just one query. Let me come here, let me sign out right quick. I want to show you the beginning here. So this is called AxisGPT. And like it says, ask once and compare everywhere. So what you do is you get 6 instant answers from the leading AI models simultaneously. Models such as Claude and Meta and Perplexity and even ChatGPT. There's also a component in here where you can integrate with Claude MCP. You have API access, and it gives you smart summaries. It's basically the ultimate AI comparison in one platform. And so, like it says, you get 6 AIs at once: ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Copilot, Perplexity, and Meta AI, all in one query. There's some Claude integrations, and then there's API access. And so I use this to generate the prompts that I use for the different apps that I build with the vibe coding platforms like Lovable and Rourke and things like that. And so you just come in and sign in, create an account if you don't already have one. And right here, everything is laid out for you. You can see that the LLMs are right here for you. You have ChatGPT, there's Gemini, Copilot, Claude, Perplexity, just like it said in the beginning. You also can toggle these off and on. So if you don't want ChatGPT, for instance, you can just take it off and it just moves it out of the mix. And now Gemini is the first one in the list. Or you can put it back and it'll probably be down here at the bottom. There's ChatGPT. So you can get multiple AI responses by just one click instead of having to go all over and open up different windows and see different AIs and get their responses. Axis GPT is its own LLM. So you can come in here instead of going to any one of those and ask questions and create prompts. But the great thing about this is that I built the MCP tools within this. So if you go out to Zapier and you create MCPs out there, you can import those MCP servers right into your very own GPT and not have to work with those other platforms and switch around and things like that. You know, there's nothing wrong with those. Obviously, they were there first, but I just built this in here so you don't have to keep switching from site to site. There is also a small image generator prompt in here. This is just to help me again, so I don't have to go out somewhere else and go and surf and search for images. I can create some images right inside of AxisGPT. Some of the cooler things about this site is you have a history. So you can see here, these are all of the different prompts that I've asked it over, a period of time. And you have options within these histories where you can create follow-ups, you can regenerate, you can combine, share, and export. There's an MCP component here where you can create your own MCPs to add to this AxisGPT section here. And so I built a guide that shows you how to set these up, how to create your accounts, how to bring in your external MCPs, all of that. There's also some settings that you can set here. So this is the Zapier one that I was explaining earlier. I created one in Zapier and then I brought it over here into AxisGPT. Also have an integration with Claude. This allows you to set this up inside of Claude. So you can, if you built everything over here in AxisGPT, but you want to go and set it up in Claude, you can create this as an MCP itself and bring it over and import it into Claude and go from there. And then there's also some pre-built MCPs for Gmail, for GitHub, all Slack, all kinds of things. You can come in here and play around and see which ones fit what you're looking for. And so you see there's quite an extensive list. It's not as many as Zapier, but I'm still building more as I continue to flesh this out. And then the last thing is settings, where you have your profile. Very simple. You have a help section, which you can read through and get some information about how to use the app and what it may offer. And then there's contact. You can send a message, contact me for some support. If you need any help with anything, have any questions, comments, suggestions, I'm open to that. And then lastly is the subscription plan. It's basically free. You can use this for free as much as you like. I think, I can't remember, I think it's 250 queries per month, which is plenty. But if you move up to the premium access, you will have access to the MCP modules and things like that. But under the free one, it's just the normal chat, and then you get your own GPT there as well. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Last thing has light and dark modes. It depends on, what you like. It just depends on the time of day for me. It doesn't matter. So let's put this thing to work. So what I want to do is, let's say I want to create a vibe coding application, and I'm looking for a really good prompt to use so I don't have to spend a lot of time tweaking and getting the vibe code to generate what I have in my head. So I'll start here with just asking everybody the same prompt and wait for their responses. So let's say I want to create a prompt for a vibe coding application. That's typically how I start off my prompts. I want the vibe coding application to generate an app that, I don't know, how about we generate an app that provides drink recipes. Don't get me on my spelling. Drink recipes. Let's fix that. Drink recipes for the users. And let me change this up. I want to say adult drink. Adult drink recipes for the users. The app should show the users what ingredients to use and the how-to steps to prepare the drink. Let's add something else. The app should also help users come up with drink ideas based on what they already have at home. It should also recommend drink ideas for special occasions such as holidays and special events. So let's start there. Let me fix my spelling, my typing. Spelling is fine, but typing is bad. Spelling events, okay. Then I want the app to be interactive, maybe show instructional videos, and what else? You got the videos, your apps, and maybe the ability to share the crafted drinks with friends and family. All right, fix my spelling here. Instructional ability. Okay, so that's what I want to create. So if I just put this right into Lovable or Rourke, I'm going to have to go back and forth with the AI until we fine tune this thing down and it finally understands what I have in my head. But in order to kind of reduce some of those credits that you're going to use to do that, this is why I use AxisGPT for my one prompt vibe coding, because once I hit ask all AIs, then everybody's going to answer. And I'll show you some other things that happens after they answer. And then here you can attach some files, just like any other GPT that's out there. You can attach pictures, you can attach references or something like that. But I'm just going to keep it strictly with text for now. So I hit the ask all the GPTs, and you can see down here it says it's querying all 6 models.